Let me tell you something. 50 to 60 and 70% of many medications in the country here, their materials are sourced locally. Any medication, orthodox medication that you see, their materials are sourced locally. And many of those medications that you know, okay, many of them came from plants. Nothing stopped it from using natural medications. You see chloroquine, for example. Chloroquine came from a plant called cinchona. The quinine in the plant was extracted from that plant called cinchona. Aspirin came from a plant called willow tree. In those days, they used the bark of the plant to cure people of pains and anti-inflammatory diseases. Before this chemical form of this aspirin that you know, if you are having ulcers, let me tell you what this orthodox medication of this aspirin does. Okay, the orthodox form of this aspirin, the chemical based form of aspirin, let me tell you what it does. If you have ulcer and is an already existing ulcer, aspirin, when you take in aspirin will perforate it, and to make it to start causing wound, to start bleeding internally with severe pains. One of the second leading causes of ulcer is traceable to this aspirin. I'm not actually condemning it, but I'm trying to open your eyes to something. Okay, do you know that cocaine that you know came from a plant called coca tree? Okay, coca tree. Opium, okay, codeine, morphine came from a plant called opium. I can go ahead and mention many plants that still came from plants. I can still go ahead and mention many medications that came from plants. Guys, nothing stops you from using natural medicine. WHO is aware of natural medicine. If it can fulfill 2 or 3 conditions: number one, if it's not injurious to your health, if it's safe to be consumed, if it's registered, please go ahead and take it. Okay? See, many countries of the world have actually developed this sector so much. Go to China, for example. You hardly see a Chinese man that will not dwell, that will not promote his natural medication, because they know the efficacies, because they know that these medications is of great values. They prefer their own locally made medications than foreign ones. But here in this country, when you talk about, you know, natural medicine, herbal medicine, you see people arguing here and there, making so much noise. You don't argue over what you know nothing about. Even Japan, for example, even Japan too, almighty Japan that you know, they have their own natural medication. Okay, they call it Kampo. Okay, India that you know, they have their own. India, they have, when you hear of anything Ayurvedic medication, Ayurveda, they're talking about India herbal medications. There are amazing plants in the country here that we can actually use and will be well. Okay, there is no sickness you suffer today that does not have traces to plants, that you don't have an existing plant today that can cure it. Okay, guys, the numbers are always available for you to call anytime, each day, night, morning, anytime. Let's say we can be of help to you. Okay, and we also have already prepared medication that you can also use too. They are all registered and they are all effective. Okay, see you guys in my other episode. Peace, guys.